I'll be showing easy step-by-step method to make full circle umbrella gown. You can make one for yourself following this simple video. For this I'm taking a plain georgette saree of 5.5 meters. You can do it with your choice of fabric. I took 5 meters of satin lining. Let's cut the lining fabric for the bodice first. Fold one side of lining at a width of fourth part of chest plus 3 inches margin. Here chest is 34 inches, so fold at 12 inches. Now fold and cut as shown in the video. Now fold one more time as shown in the video, so lining is on 4 folds. Lining is on 4 folds. Mark from top closed corner. Draw a straight line if edges are uneven. Mark shoulder at 5 inches. Mark armhole line down from this point. Mark at 5 inches down, same as shoulder, as shown in the video. Draw a line as shown in the video. Mark fourth part of chest plus 2 inches margin. Here chest is 34 inches, so fourth part of 34 is 8.5 plus 2 inches margin. Draw a line as shown in the video. Mark top length 13 inches plus 1 inch margin. Now mark waist at this point. Mark at fourth part of waist plus 1 inch darts plus 2 inches margin. Here waist is 28, so fourth part of 28 plus 1 inch dart plus 2 inches margin, which is equal to 10 inches. Draw a line as shown in the video. Join chest and waist points as shown. Mark at 1 inch up on the outer line as shown. Join this point to the center on waist as shown in the video. This will give nice shape and prevent sides from hanging. Now let's draw armhole curve. Mark at center on armhole line. Join this point to chest point as a curve. This is back armhole. Now draw front armhole. Mark at ½ inch inside at the center of armhole line as shown in the video. Now join these 2 points in a curve as shown. Armhole ready. Now mark neck width at 2½ inches. Now let's mark for shoulder slope. Mark it ½ inch down on armhole line as shown in the video. Join this point with neck width point. This keeps shoulders from dropping. Now mark front neck depth at 5 inches. Draw a box from this point as shown in the video. Now make a small curve in the box for front neck curve. Cut along the markings. Do not cut from armhole depth yet. Make small notches at chest and with points to show margin. Separate front and back bodies. Now cut front armhole depth on front bodies. Let's mark for darts now. For extra small, small and medium sizes, mark at 3½ inches. Large and others mark at 4 inches. Mark at 4 inches up from the point as shown in the video. Draw a line to that point as shown in the video. Mark at ½ inch on both sides of the point as shown in the video. Now join these 2 points to the top point slantly, forming a triangle as shown in the video. Similarly, mark dot on the other side too. Mark margin line as shown. This will help during fitting at the end. Now mark back neck depth on back bodice. Mark at 9 inches diagonal from neck point as shown in the video. Now make a box as we did for the front neck. Now make small back neck curve as shown in the video. Cut along the back neck curve. Mark darts and margins on back bodies similar to the front bodies. Now mark and cut these on main fabric and keep aside. Let's cut bottom skirt lining. Put lining on 4 folds as shown in the video. Start marking from closed top corner. Measure chest plus 2 inches margin and divide it by 6.28. Here waist is 28. So 28 inches plus 2 inches, which is equal to 30 inches. 30 divided by 6.28, which is equal to 4.8 inches. 6.28 is always the same standard for full circle skirt. Mark at 4 inches in a circular motion as shown in the video. From here, measure and mark at skirt length. By moving tape in a circular motion as shown, full length equal to 48 inches. Top length is 13.5 inches. Bottom length is full length minus top length. Here 48 inches minus 13.5 inches, which is 34.5 inches. Since this is lining, mark at 2 inches. Cut along the markings and mark this on main fabric. Place saree on 4 folds as shown in the video. Place lining on folded saree as shown in the video. Pin up and cut it. Since this is a georgette fabric, mark waist on main fabric an inch above the lining. Mark length on main fabric about 2 inches more than lining. Cut along the markings. As you can see, we have one full big circle. This gives a lot of ghera. Now sleeve cutting. Making puff sleeves. So first draw normal sleeves on a paper. Fold the paper and mark at sleeve length 5 inches plus 1 inch margin along folded side of the paper. Now from this point, mark horizontal line at armhole line length plus 3 inches, which is 5 inches plus 3 inches. Now from this point, mark down at 3 inches. Now from this point, make a straight line for 1.5 inches. Near top, make a straight line for 1 inch as shown in the video. Now join these 2 points in straight S shape. Now mark sleeve round 5.5 inches plus 1.5 inches margin. Now join these 2 points as shown in the video. Cut along the markings. This will be normal sleeve. Now let's mark for puff sleeve using this on lining. Place lining on 4 folds. Place paper sleeve on lining, closed sides matching. Mark sleeve length as shown in the video. Mark a point at 5 inches and place the sleeve at that point as shown. This is for pleats for puff. You can take less or more than 5 inches. Draw a box at these points as shown in the video. Now place the sleeve at the 5 inches line as shown and draw the sleeve as shown in the video. Mark at 1.5 inches above sleeve length as shown. I am taking minimum. You can mark up to 3 inches for more puffier look. Now draw a line from this point as shown in the video. Now we need to extend the sleeve shape. Mark its center point on this line as shown in the video. Now mark its center point on this 1.5 inches line too. Now extend the sleeve shape going through these 2 points as shown. Cut along the markings. Make small notch at the center and at the 5 inches extra fabric we left for the pleats. Now open the sleeves. Make sure right sides are inside. Let's draw front armhole depth. Mark it 1 inch from the center as shown in the video. From this point, measure till the end of the sleeve as shown. Mark the center. From this point, mark ½ inch inside the sleeve. Now mark the front armhole depth at ½ inch, joining these points. Cut front armhole depth. Mark F on the front armhole depth side so it's easy to know which side goes to the front side on bodies. Pin up and cut the sleeves on main fabric. Now stitch along the bottom of the sleeves. Now make small cuts along. Turn lining over to the other side. Make top stitch along the sleeve bottom. Now turn the sleeve to the wrong side and stitch all around to attach to lining and made fabric. Now trim the extra fabric. Similarly, finish other sleeve. Now let's mark for pleats. Now fold the sleeve at center and mark at 5 inches plus 1 inch, which is 6 inches inside from folded side. We had 5 inches extra fabric for pleats and 1 inch to it, making it at 6 inches. Similarly, mark at 6 inches on other side too. Now add small pleats at the bottom of the sleeve between these 2 points. I am using a small screwdriver to make pleats. Now place the sleeve bottom on paper sleeve cutting. Make sure both are in same length as shown in the video. You should add or remove sleeves on both sides to adjust the length. Now make pleats on the top between the two notches that we marked to show extra fabric left for pleats. Now place the sleeve on paper sleeve and make sure both are same size. You can add or remove pleats to adjust size. Now optionally I am adding a band at the bottom edge of the sleeve. I took a strip of 1.5 inches width, folded it at center. Stitched on both edges as shown in the video. Now place the putty on the sleeve bottom and stitch. You can add the putty at the bottom of the sleeve or 1 inch from bottom. Both sleeves ready. Now let's stitch bodies. Place lining on right side of the main fabric. Stitch along the neckline. If you are using satin lining, make sure satin shine side is inside. Now trim extra fabric around neck and make small cuts along the neckline. Now turn lining over to the other side and make top stitch along the neckline. Stitching is done. Now turn to the wrong side and stitch all around. Next, trim extra fabric. Now let's stitch darts. Pinch and hold the dart along straight line. Double stitch along the slant line as shown in the video. Similarly finished back bodies. Now let's attach shoulders. Place front bodies over back bodies neatly. Make sure right sides are inside. Double stitch along shoulders. Shoulders stitched. Next, attach sleeves. Place sleeves such that front armhole depth is towards the front bodies. Match centers on sleeve and armhole. Place sleeve over the bodies. Make sure right sides are inside and stitch from center as shown in the video. Both sleeves are stitched. Let's do fitting now. Turn bodice to wrong side. Fitting lines are already there. Just need to mark for sleeve round as shown at 5.5 inches. Join it with the body fitting line and stitch along the lines. Body is ready. Keep aside. Let's attach lining skirt to main fabric. Place main fabric skirt on lining skirt. Right sides on the top. Stitch along the waist. Right sides on the top. Lining is attached and I have also finished skirt edges. Now join front and back skirts. Place back skirt on front skirt with right sides inside. For about 2 inches, stitch all lining and main fabric together. After that, stitch main fabric first, then lining separately. Do the same on the other side. Top bodice and bottom skirt ready. Let's join them together. Turn bottom skirt to wrong side. Place top bodice into the skirt as shown in the video, matching waist lines of bodice and skirt. Make sure right side of the skirt is facing right side of the bodice as shown. Match the sides of the skirt and bodice, pin up and double stitch around the waist. Make sure there are no folds while stitching. Simple full circle umbrella gown is ready. Hope you liked it.